بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
الشهر الحرام بالشهر الحرام والحرمات قصاص، فمن اعتدى عليكم فاعتدوا عليه بمثل ما اعتدى عليكم، واتقوا الله واعلموا أن الله مع المتقين.
My name is Timothy John Weeks. My father's name is Mervyn Darcy Weeks. My mother's name is Mary Jane Weeks. I am a teacher at the American University of Kabul. On the 9th of August, leaving the university, our security vehicle was ambushed, and Kevin King and myself, meeting no resistance, were kidnapped by 4 heavily armed Taliban members. It's the 1st of January. We are now here hostages of the Taliban. We have been here for 5 months. The people who promised to take care of us and to help us when something went wrong have forsaken their promise, and we are here with no help and with no hope. The American University and the American government have sent representatives to talk to the Taliban, to negotiate our exchange, but they have not been able to reach an agreement, and we are still here. The people of America and the government of America must talk with the Taliban. The Taliban have asked for soldiers to be released from Bagram prison, Air Force Base, and from Pulikati, where they are held at the moment. The Taliban look after us here, and they treat us well. We eat what they eat. We ask that the American government and the American University of Kabul please speak to the American government to ask for our exchange so that we may return home and be with our family again, to be with my father, to be with my mother and my brothers and sisters, so that we're not left here alone. I don't want to die here. Not alone, not here. Please speak, I ask you, my family, mother, father, brothers and sisters, I ask you, speak for me now. Speak to the American government, and please help secure my release so that we can go free from this place. I ask you this in God's name. Please help us. Please help us. My mother, I know you are sick in hospital. I know that I may never see you again, but I ask, Dad, please, I want to come home. Please speak to the American government. Justine and John, I ask you, please, to talk to these people, to raise your voice for me when I have no voice to help me. You are my only hope. Help me. You are my only hope. if we stay here for much longer, we will be killed. I don't want to die here. I'm alone and I'm scared. I don't have anyone to help me. So please, please.
I am Kevin King. I was kidnapped by Taliban in Kabul, Afghanistan. And we are held hostage right now. My mother's name is Catherine. My sister's name is Stephanie. And we want you to talk to the American government and put pressure on them to negotiate our release. They can exchange us for some prisoners in Bagram for some, and then we can go home and see our family. But we've been here for a while, and we haven't heard anything. So we want you to put pressure on the government and the university to continue the negotiating with the Taliban, to come to some agreement so that we can go home and we can be exchanged with prisoners, the Taliban prisoners, and then we can go home and see our family again. So we just want to go home, and we're okay here, but we really need to get home. We've been here a long time, and we just ask that you put pressure on the government to negotiate with the Taliban and come to an agreement to exchange us, exchange us for some prisoners that they have in Bagram, and then we'll be able to go home and see our family. This is our only hope now, is if the government will continue negotiating and come to an agreement. So put some pressure on the government to negotiate with the Taliban and come to an agreement so that we can be exchanged and return home. That's all we can hope for now. Please try to do that for us, please. I'm Kevin King. I was a teacher at American University. I was kidnapped along with Tim, and this was almost 5 months ago, Mr. President. And we haven't heard anything, and we don't know why the government and the university cannot talk to the Taliban more to try to secure our release. We just want them to continue talking so that we can be released and see our families again. So we ask that you put pressure on the American government and the university to talk more to the Taliban, to arrange an exchange for their fighters in prison in Bagram and in exchange for us here. It's been almost 5 months, and we wish you would put pressure so that they would talk more and try to arrange some kind of arrange the exchange so that we can see our families again and that we can go home. But right now they haven't been doing too much for negotiating, and we hope that you can put pressure on them so that they'll negotiate more, and arrange an exchange for us for some Taliban soldiers. So please talk to them, because we don't know how much longer the Taliban will be patient, and we just want to go home and see our families again. That's all we want. And if you put pressure on them, I think the government and the university will continue to talk, and maybe they can arrange an exchange for the Taliban prisoners and for us between them. And we just ask that you please do this so that we can see our families again, so that we don't have to die. And that's all we ask. If you're the new president, and we just want you to put pressure on the government to continue negotiating and try to come to an agreement with the Taliban and arrange our exchange. Please do that for us.
This is a message for the President-elect Donald Trump. My name is Tim Weeks. I'm an English teacher at the American University in Kabul. My mother's name is Mary Jane Weeks. My father's name is Mervyn Weeks. I have been here now for 5 months. The American government has not been able to negotiate with the Taliban to secure our release. It's the 1st of January. We have had no news of our family. We don't know what is happening. The Taliban has asked for the prisoners who are being held at Bagram Air Force Base and at Pulijerki to be released. They are being held there illegally, and the Taliban has asked for them to be released in for our exchange. If they are not exchanged for us, then we will be killed. The Taliban has been very patient. They have looked after us. They have kept us here in good condition, and they ask only that their members be returned. If their members are not returned, then we will not see our family again. I will not see my mother and my father. Donald Trump, sir, I ask you please, this is in your hands. I ask you please to negotiate with the Taliban. If you do not negotiate with them, we will be killed. Please, I beg you, please, for our families, please. Please, I'm asking you to secure our release. We have been here for 5 months. I don't know what is happening with my mother. My mother is very ill. She may have died. I may never see her again. You made a promise to us that if we worked at the American University that you would protect us if something like this happened. We have been here for 5 months. I don't understand what is going on and why it's taking so long. President Trump, please, I'm pleading to you. I have asked to Obama, and now I ask to you, please exchange us, please get us out of here. I don't know how much longer I can go here.